Imagine for a moment that your entire life is unfolding inside a vast, invisible ocean of energy and information. Every thought, every emotion, every choice is like a ripple in that ocean. Now ask yourself, if reality is this quantum field of possibilities, what does it actually respond to? Why do some intentions seem to manifest with uncanny precision, while others, equally desired, never materialize at all? This isn't about wishful thinking or slapping a mystical label on everything. It's about understanding, in plain language, how modern physics, neuroscience, and ancient wisdom quietly point to the same principle. The field responds not to what you say you want, but to what you consistently are. In this video, we're going to unpack what the quantum field really tunes into: your vibration, coherence, attention, emotion, beliefs, and actions, so you can stop guessing and start experimenting consciously with your own reality. Before we dive into the mechanics, let's set some expectations. We're not breaking the laws of physics here. We're learning how to cooperate with them at a deeper level. The quantum field is simply a way of talking about the invisible underlying fabric of reality, where particles are possibilities before they become solid outcomes. In this episode, we'll explore 11 core things the field appears to respond to, based on a blend of science, psychology, and practical experience. By the end, you'll have a clear framework you can test in your own life, no blind faith required. If you're interested in the intersection of science, spirituality, and real-world results, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing and tapping the notification bell so you don't miss upcoming deep dives. And stay with me until the end, because we'll wrap this with a simple daily protocol you can start applying tonight to shift your energetic signal. Let's start with the foundation: vibration. In physics, everything is vibration. Matter, light, sound, even the atoms in your body are oscillating fields. In personal development, we use vibration as a metaphor for your overall energetic state, the blend of thoughts, emotions, and body chemistry you carry most of the time. The quantum field doesn't respond to isolated moments of positivity. It responds to your dominant frequency. Think of it like a radio station. You can't broadcast on 98.3 FM and expect to receive what's playing on 107.5. Your chronic emotional tone, resentful, anxious, hopeful, grateful, functions like a broadcast signature. Practically, this means a single affirmation won't override years of practiced fear, but small, repeated shifts in your emotional baseline absolutely can. When your average vibration changes, the kinds of probabilities that collapse into your life change with it. The field isn't moral, it's responsive. It mirrors the signal you steadily emit. Next is coherence, the degree to which your mind, emotions, and body are aligned instead of scattered. In heart-brain research, coherence describes a smooth, ordered pattern of physiological rhythms. Emotionally, you feel centered, clear, and present. Incoherence feels like inner static, overthinking, emotional whiplash, and a body stuck in fight or flight. The quantum field appears to respond more powerfully when your inner system is coherent. It's like focusing sunlight through a magnifying glass versus shining a weak flashlight in 10 directions at once. Meditation, breathwork, and heart-centered practices aren't just spiritual extras. They literally synchronize your nervous system, which stabilizes your energetic broadcast. When your thoughts want one thing, your emotions expect another, and your body is braced for the worst, you're sending a scrambled signal. Coherence means your mental intention, emotional expectation, and physical state are saying the same thing at the same time. That's when the field hears you most clearly. Attention is the steering wheel of your interaction with the quantum field. In quantum experiments, what we choose to measure affects what shows up. On a human level, where you repeatedly place your attention becomes a gravitational center for your reality. Your brain runs a filtering system called the reticular activating system, deciding what out of billions of stimuli you actually notice. When you hold something in attention, you train that filter to highlight matching opportunities, patterns, and people. To you, it feels like synchronicity. Underneath, it's a tension-shaping experience. But here's the subtle part. Distracted, split attention sends a weak, noisy signal, doom scrolling your way through the day while occasionally visualizing abundance won't cut it. The field responds to consistent, emotionally charged attention, what you return to over and over with genuine interest. Wherever your attention lives, your energy follows, and where your energy goes, probability starts to bend. Emotions are not just side effects of thought, they are amplifiers of signal. Think of thoughts as the blueprint and emotions as the electrical current that powers the design. A dry, intellectual intention carries very little charge. An intention infused with genuine gratitude, excitement, or love becomes magnetically potent. Neuroscience shows that strong emotions release cascades of neurochemicals that change your physiology. From an energetic viewpoint, they dramatically increase the volume of what you're broadcasting into the field. This is why simply repeating, "I am successful," while feeling unworthy doesn't work. The field responds more to your felt state than to the words. Importantly, this also means suppressed emotions still broadcast. You can smile and vision board all day, yet if unprocessed grief, anger, or shame are humming underneath, they leak into your signal. Emotional honesty and integration, actually feeling and alchemizing what's there, clean up the channels so your chosen feelings can carry your intentions clearly. Now we get to belief, the invisible architecture behind your entire reality. Beliefs are decisions you made, often unconsciously, about what's possible, who you are, and how life works. Once installed, they operate like software, shaping perception, emotion, and behavior to stay consistent with themselves. The quantum field appears to organize itself around your deepest assumptions. If you fundamentally believe, "I'm unlucky," your brain filters for evidence that confirms it. Your nervous system braces for disappointment, and your choices unconsciously avoid risk. The field responds to that stable pattern by continually serving you matching scenarios. This is why techniques that try to add positive thinking on top of entrenched beliefs feel weak. The field listens to the belief you emotionally endorse, not the words you recite. Transformation starts when you lovingly question these assumptions. Whose belief is this? When did I adopt it? Is it actually true now? Changing beliefs rewrites the blueprint your energy is projecting into possibility space. Let's connect this to identity, who you know yourself to be. The field doesn't just respond to what you want, it responds to what you are willing to be. Your identity is like a master belief. "I am this kind of person." Your behaviors, emotions, and expectations organize around that statement. If your identity is "I'm a chronic struggler," then even when opportunities appear, you'll downplay them, sabotage them, or simply not recognize them. The field appears unresponsive, but in reality, it keeps mirroring the identity you're energetically broadcasting. Shifting identity isn't pretending, it's choosing a new, more expanded truth and then embodying it consistently. Ask, who would I be if this result were already normal for me? How would you breathe, speak, decide, dress, rest? When your self-concept, micro-choices, and emotional baseline all begin to match that version, the field starts reorganizing circumstances to reflect the new you you're stabilizing. Intention gives direction to everything we've covered so far. It's the deliberate choice of what you are aligning with. But not all intentions are created equal. Many people set intentions from lack. "I want money because I'm scared. I want love because I'm lonely." The conscious intention says one thing, but the emotional subtext broadcasts the opposite. The quantum field responds more coherently to intentions rooted in wholeness rather than desperation. A powerful intention sounds like, "I choose to experience financial overflow so I can create, contribute, and enjoy life more fully," and is backed by a felt sense of sufficiency in the present. Clarity matters. Vague intentions generate vague outcomes. Yet over-controlling every detail can choke the flow. The sweet spot is specifying the essence of what you desire, how it feels, the impact it has, while letting the field determine the exact route. Clear, Heart-aligned intention becomes the compass for your energy. Visualization is one of the most direct ways to communicate with the quantum field. When used correctly, your brain doesn't fully distinguish vividly imagined experiences from physical ones. Similar neural networks fire, and similar chemistry is released. That means your inner movies can literally train your body and nervous system to inhabit a future before it arrives. But here's the key. Visualization works when you feel it, not when you just watch it. Instead of seeing yourself as a character on a screen, step into the scene. Look through your own eyes. Engage all senses. What do you hear, smell, touch? Most importantly, how does it feel in your chest, your gut, your breathing? Done regularly, this process conditions your vibration, beliefs, and identity to match that reality. The field responds to that consistent embodied signal. Over time, your choices, conversations, and coincidences subtly reorganize to bring your outer life into resonance with your inner vision. Many people think working with the quantum field is purely mental, but your body is the antenna. Your posture, breathing, muscle tension, and gut state all influence your energetic broadcast. A mind affirming, "I'm safe and abundant," inside a body locked in collapse and shallow breathing is sending mixed signals. Embodiment means letting your desired reality show up in your physiology now. Ask, if my intention were already fulfilled, how would my body naturally organize itself? Likely, more open chest, grounded feet, fuller breaths, softer jaw, different eye contact. Practicing this state trains your nervous system away from survival mode and into receptivity. Movement practices, yoga, dance, martial arts, even intentional walking, can be powerful tools for installing new energetic patterns. The quantum field responds not only to what you think, but to how your entire system is being in each moment. The more your body participates, the more stable your signal becomes. There's a misconception that if you just vibrate high and visualize, everything will magically appear. But in this physical reality, the quantum field often works through your actions. Aligned action is behavior that emerges naturally from the state you've been cultivating, rather than from fear or frantic forcing. When your vibration, coherence, belief, and identity shift, different actions feel obvious. Sending the email, signing up for the course, having the difficult conversation, saying no where you used to say yes. These moves might look ordinary from the outside, but from the field's perspective, they represent a new timeline choice. Think of it as a dance. You signal through your inner state. The field responds with opportunities. You respond with action. The field amplifies. Waiting passively for proof before you act keeps you in the old pattern. Acting as if, from genuine inner alignment, tells the field, "This is who I am now," and reality reconfigures accordingly. One more crucial element: surrender. This doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing rigid control over how and when your intentions unfold. Obsessive gripping actually broadcasts fear, signaling to the field that you don't trust life, yourself, or the process. Surrender is the art of doing your part, aligning vibration, clarifying intention, taking inspired action, then relaxing your nervous system enough to let the field handle the choreography. This open, receptive state allows unexpected paths to appear. Chance meetings, sudden insights, seemingly random shifts that make perfect sense in hindsight. Practically, surrender feels like, "I'm committed to this direction, and I'm genuinely okay if it arrives in a different form or timeline than I imagined." That energetic flexibility often unlocks results faster because you're no longer resisting anything that doesn't match your narrow picture. The field responds beautifully to clear intention paired with deep, embodied trust. Let's pull this together into a clear picture of what the quantum field responds to. First, it responds to your dominant vibration, the emotional tone you live in most of the time, not fleeting highs or lows. Second, it responds to coherence, your mind, heart, and body saying the same thing instead of fighting each other. Third, it responds to focused attention and emotionally charged intention, what you repeatedly choose to energize, not what you occasionally wish for. Fourth, it responds to your beliefs and identity, the unseen rules about who you are and what's possible, which quietly script your choices. Fifth, it responds to embodied states and aligned action, because this is a participatory universe, not a vending machine. And finally, it responds to surrender, a trusting openness that lets reality rearrange itself in ways your conscious mind couldn't plan. All of this is testable. Your life is the lab. The field is always listening to who you're being now. Now it's your turn to experiment consciously with the field. If this exploration resonated, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you can keep deepening this work with future videos. It also helps this content reach others who are ready for a more grounded, empowered understanding of the quantum conversation. Here's a simple daily practice. Take 5 minutes in the morning. First, regulate your body. Slow, deep breaths to create coherence. Second, choose one clear intention for the day, rooted in how you want to be, not just what you want to get. Third, visualize one scene where that intention is already true, and let yourself feel it. Finally, ask, what one aligned action can I take today, and commit to doing it. If you'd like a guided version of this ritual, tell me in the comments and share one intention you're choosing to embody now. The field responds the moment you do.